everybody, and welcome to the ACC Tip-off show.
I think definitely change happening. She plays at a different pace and things like that than Brooks did. But that's not something that affects us really. It's something that we've kind of all bought into at this point now. I think it's a different style of play. She's very upbeat, very high energy, just genuine people to be around. I think that's both the whole coaching staff.
So you guys, you're 2 years removed from the fun. What was that experience like?
Yeah, so I was actually a redshirt then, so I wasn't playing, but just getting to experience that at the age I was, and just being new to college basketball and getting to go to the highest level, learning from really the best leaders within the game and things like that. That's something I really took away from it.
So this year, you guys, probably won the basketball. So, what is your style of play?
I wouldn't say I really watched anybody specifically. I think Texas puts out a lot of great products in terms of college basketball, and especially on the women's side. My brother plays. He's playing right now as a grad at TCU. That's something that I really look up to. Playing, that's just really my best friend who inspires me and things like that. But in terms of my game and things like that, I'd say I'm very versatile. I want to be a coach and I want to be a distributor within the game and things like that. I would put my players in great spots. That's something that I've been working on this summer, specifically with the whole new team, just learning how my teammates like the ball and where they like it. But just facilitating and then on the defensive end, picking up my energy on the defensive end and really being one of those main defenders.
So you had how did you take on your radar?
Yeah.
Your mom was like, what?
Yeah. So Blacksburg, it doesn't sell much of itself, super small town, things like that. But it's really the people in it are extremely genuine, and that's something that I notice off my visits and things like that. Like you're around genuine people who love sports, love women's basketball, and things like that. They feed into the program, and that's not something that happens everywhere. But really, just the coaching staff. The coaching staff I came in with the super genuine, and player development looks super big on their, what they did and things like that. And that's still something big on the new coaching stuff that we have, player development and just people being genuine. And that's something that, I really take away from things.
So what do you think about the city expanding now to 18 teams, like teams in California, Texas, you probably
Yeah. 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 It's about 4 or 5, so it'll be a drive for family, but I know my family will make that. But definitely expanding, it's a big thing, especially for women's basketball. We're bringing in great teams that have a great history of what they do and how they win and things like that. So I think it's a great addition. And I really think we're all looking forward to it, regardless of where they're coming from. I think we're going to compete at the highest level, and I think they're excited to be a part of us.
So it's like playing college.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you all know about the football season. It's the same environment like basketball.
100%, yeah. So Lane Stadium, the Inter Sandman, all that, the same traditions go on within Castle Coliseum. We still do the Inter Sandman on game days and things like that. It's still high energy. The place is rocking, same way Lane is rocking and things like that. So it's definitely not a drop off at all. Just smaller amount of seats, not as many people inside.
Well, let me let you go. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're good. We're good over there. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, folks, welcome back. Treated all the way from the stage. How did you find that?
Basketball is not as big as student, but I come from a basketball family, so most of my parents played, my older brother played, and that's the reason why I started playing. My brother
my younger sister plays as well, so basketball fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
That's what a lot of
Yeah. Yeah.
we talked about
Yeah, so they recruited me because I play with national team for students, so that's how they noticed me, I guess. And then, so the head coach of Michigan State actually wanted to me and my family. Yeah, so that was a big thing. Big deciding factor for me when it came to deciding college. So yeah, I went to Michigan State for 2 years. Decided to transfer after my sophomore year. Pretty excited. It's not a big. It's a little bit bigger than Blacksburg, but not really big. It's like an hour away from our capital, Stockholm. It's like a medium sized city.
and when you get recruited,
Yeah. So I actually went to high school up north, so I wasn't in my hometown when I was getting recruited, and I was in basketball high school, so they were like up there too. So it was a big thing for me. There were others that came to this too. So
talk about your new coach, Coach Brooks. Talk about down, kind of new coach.
Coach Steffi's she has a lot of energy, a lot of passion. She brings it in practice. I think that's like the biggest thing. It's just the hard work, the energy, and the passion. So that's something that's been a big thing for us. Is something working hard and practice and get all of the better every day.
You come from the basketball.
So
Who's big?
I mean, it's the same this year. I mean, right now, like two of my favorite players are Leonard and Sabrina Ionesco. Those are players I like to watch and are players that I feel like I can, learn from. Yeah.
So, being down in Blacksburg.
It's a little bit funny. Blacksburg is a small little town. I love Blacksburg. There's not too much to do, but it's okay because the best things to do is Blacksburg is good for different sports, and I think that's part of the reason why people are so invested in football with this basketball, and soccer, and all that sports. So I think that's a good thing for us. That the interest for sports in general is just so big.
So, just talking about, I had teammates.
Yeah, the environment is just crazy. We're lucky to have the support we have from Virginia Tech. I thought that's unique with basketball. Castle is just amazing to play, great environment. Castle Guard is amazing. So we're really lucky.
Well, it's great meeting with you. And then you have a lot of applications that
Yeah.
like that. Like
So I'm good economics. So I don't really know what I'm going to do. I'm trying to study abroad.
I go back home.
Yeah.
Well, good luck. And I hope you see you work with something.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
Right there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, right. Coach Smith. So, how different is it just from Charlotte?
Yeah, I mean, the 4 hour flight, I think last year we were in Vegas, it was like an hour and a half flight. Not that bad, you know, media day, getting out, having a chance to talk to different media, digital, social, it's just a great experience.
So, let's talk about this transition.
Yeah.
That's going to be a long flight from back to the you got games fired up to Saturday. What's the plan for you guys to do after?
Yeah, so we'll play Thursday, Sunday for women's basketball, and we'll fly out on Wednesday, get acclimated, get a good night's sleep, show up and play on Thursday, travel to a new city. If you're ready to play on Sunday, at the end of the day, it's basketball. They got to travel to us and play us. So I'm excited that 2 of our trips are during the winter break, and we won't have to worry about classes. So I think it'll be just fun.
So you have a great career. Minnesota State and the Liberty finals during this week. So what was it like playing in the field?
Yeah, I mean, just an amazing experience to be able to say like I was a WNBA player. You know, played with people like Lauren Jackson and Katie Smith, and I say Katie Smith because you know she's an assistant with the Lynx, and I'm really rooting for her. I have good friends from my time in the Liberty as well. It's an exciting matchup, but I gotta go with Katie.
That's cool. So talk about the team. So if you have a guy that one of your who are your star players that I like those?
Yeah, I mean, you got to write down Michelle Omia, you got to write down Marcus Suarez, Joanna Corneli, and Lulu Twaddell. Those are our veteran returners that have experience playing Pac-12, which is the highest level in college basketball, and now looking to showcase their talents in the ACC. And it's a really special group. We've added 9 newcomers to that mix as well. But it's an exciting style of basketball you'll enjoy watching.
So how hard is it to train people? A lot of people don't know it's very hard. You know, if you find somebody who thinks a good chip player who might be missing football, like Florida State, you know, pick up some work. So
Yeah.
How oh, this could be what's going to do.
Yeah.
What will be on the court?
Yeah, I think a lot of times people are going for best available as opposed to the best fit. And I think we really did a good job. Well, the most talented person is not necessarily what you need for your roster. And so we look at what's going to help us in our locker room as well in terms of our culture and who's going to fit with what we have and who matches our needs. And I think we did a great job of addressing our needs. And I'm excited about how our transfers will be able to.
You don't have a
Yeah. Yeah. We were really excited that we both made the move to the ACC. I think that was great for both institutions. We both, value academics. We both want to achieve the highest level academically and athletically. And for me, it's hard. I went to Stanford. I coached at Stanford, so there's always a lot of love there. And then rivalry day, then it's rivalry. We do the best we can to win the game.
Well, I hope you guys are great. Yeah, from East Coast team.
Yeah.
I'm back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for Charlie.
That sounds great. Come out to Berkeley too.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Take care.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, folks, welcome to the ACC. You got tip-off here. Charlotte live right now. So we have Florida State. Play basketball at ECU now at Florida State. So let's talk about the transition from ECU to Tallahassee.
It wasn't really too much of a transition. I would say it was somewhat similar to like the transition, like style of play, coaching staff similar, kind of all down to earth, cool guys, and just like welcome me in, but like welcome on.
Let's talk about last year. You guys had a tough season last year, very tough season. So what do you guys have to do this year? Last year, very tough. But, yeah, you guys are 500 and didn't. What do you guys have to do better?
I would say our off court is something that was big last year that we didn't really take advantage of. I feel like our style of play, we do like a lot of communication. So we do like a lot of communicating. So between switches, you gotta have communication. You gotta be comfortable with like calling your brother out, calling your teammate out. So I feel like the more we connect and become one off the court, it's gonna help with us, being connected on the court and the way we win games in our style of play.
Let's talk about this league expanding now. So you have California, Stanford, ECU, what's like? West and East. It's going to be different teams.
Yeah, I would say just the out of those 3 teams, it's gonna be way more competitive. It's gonna be a fun couple games. I feel like the traveling is gonna be like it's gonna be a lot, but we're gonna have to get down there at least like a day ahead, make sure our legs are under us, and just take it game by game.
So you're getting Trenton, New Jersey, and I know that place real well. Train up until let's talk about you growing up in Trenton, New Jersey. Who did you watch play that? Somebody in New Jersey it's fight the road. Who did you watch?
So for me growing up, I would say I was just watching like mostly like my older cousins, my uncles, my father. He used to take me to the parks a lot. I would just see like the way, like the physicality of the game, like how physical it was and how I had to mature and grow at a young age. Because most of the times I was out there on the court with them, so I had to learn how to play through like being physical with older guys, learn how to shoot. I was a little skinny when I was younger, so I had to learn how to shoot real fast. So there was no point of me being out there on the court because there was really no way of me scoring besides like just shooting because there was older guys that was not gonna let me get by. So I would say just watching my father, my cousins, my uncles and stuff. That's really who I used to look up to, just watching her picking apart what they used to do.
So you learned all about street ball.
Yeah.
People don't realize street ball. Playing with some neighbors, but they probably learn football moves and something like that.
Yeah.
So what is your goals this year for your team, for you?
For me as a player, I want to stay consistent on the defensive end. My goal is probably most definitely to like come out with the defensive player of the year. Just helping my team rack up stops. We call it EGBs. We hunt those. We just want to like come together as one and just be a team that every other team has. Every other team has a hard time with.
Well, nice meeting you. So I hope you have a great day here at the ACC Tip-off, and I hope to see you by local folks that were down there. That's nice.
Yeah.
Have a great day. Thank you, man. All right, so we're continuing with Florida State right now. So Florida State coming off a tough season. We have Taylor Bolton from Florida State. So last year you guys had a tough season. So what did Coach Hamilton do during the offseason to get you guys ready for hopefully a better year?
Coach Hammond's really emphasized a lot of what the teams of the past have done. I've had a lot of roster turnover this year, but he's done a great job so making sure that we focus on the right things more so this year. Team defense, and playing active and similar to how the championship teams play.
So what happened with you guys last year? 7 years, 500.
Yeah.
Tough season. So you hopefully learn to get yourself better this year.
Absolutely. I learned a lot as a freshman last year coming in, understanding what it really takes to win, how hard this league is. And, I'm just ready to use all the knowledge and have some successes from my failures in the past.
Let's talk about the environment as a football team right now. It's not, so, a lot of pressure on you guys to get better. Yeah. Do you guys feed off each other?
Yeah, the football guys are great guys. The whole sports program is a whole all across championships. And everything. I go to tennis matches. I go to volleyball games, championships as well. It's just beautiful to see how everybody there. So for us, it's just all about just a standard that Florida State holds us to. It's the whole program.
Let's talk about the Civic Center.
Yeah.
Game day.
Yeah. It's rowdy. I love it. I'm from a small town, so it's like it's beautiful. That's all I can say. Look it up, see the stairs. I was Florida State too. Got beautiful women there, so it's lovely, man.
Being from a small town, do you feel like Tallahassee is a small town?
Man, I will say, I thought I'd be overwhelmed for sure, but it's really it's a great community. I thought I was going to be in awe. I graduated with 300 kids. Not even 300 kids in the whole school. I probably graduated 50, 60. So to have just that in one lecture, I thought that'd be crazy. But they do a good job giving it a small town feel. And everybody knows a lot of people, especially within the sports world.
I'm going to ask you a weather question. Hurricane coming up. Everybody's still trying to get back.
I think we really didn't miss too much. Thank God, not first, but we got blessed that the hurricane missed us, so we were able to stay in swing of things, keep practicing, and keep going. So I played I was major.
It was like
I love playing with Jamir, man. He's made me a much better player. Last year he was my roommate on the road, so we watched a lot of film and stuff together. He's just driven me to new levels that I've reached personally. He's a great teammate, great guy. Anybody at the next level is lucky to have him.
Well, Taylor, thank you so much. I know you guys got to go to the radio side. Thank you very much. Thanks. And hope to see you maybe Blacksburg.
Sounds good.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely. We'll be right back.
All right, folks. Welcome back to the ACC men's basketball tip-off. We have Stanford, who's brand new representative in the ACC. We have Coach Miles Mitchell, 20 years at Washington State, now at Stanford. So let's talk about the transition from Washington State to here. I know Washington State is still part of that Pac-2, whatever they want to call it.
It's Pac-12 now.
Yeah.
It sounds like they've been. Transition for me has been relatively easy. The transition is always hard, but been in the Bay Area. Grew up in Texas, but Bay Area is probably my second home. Coach at St. Mary's in San Francisco, the head coach and assistant. And then my experience at Columbia, I believe 6 years gave me a good prep for types to navigate.
Because Stanford basically the West Coast part of the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. More standards.
Yeah. No, we pride ourselves on being the hardest school to get into. Not exactly right, but it's accurate. I think it's Stanford academic excellence and then trying to compete at the highest level.
Let's talk about coming here to Charlotte. Yeah, it must have been
Yeah, no, I mean, that's obviously the question challenge for us, but they got the right guy because those who Washington State did from Pullman anywhere took a long time. But not stop at least, but just figuring it out is be part of the adjustment. But like I said, it's for us, ACC. It's the best basketball conference. Most NBA players kind of elevates our profile. I think as far as being buried on the West Coast. See if we can take advantage of it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, we'll meet more. And I think there is definitely a synergy or relationship between Duke and Stanford that, I think we've always kind of looked up to how they do things both ways. And I'm old enough to remember 20 years ago when Stanford was in one of the country and there was a little rivalry, so maybe we can tap back into that.
Is there one arena that you would love to see in the ACC?
Well, I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't think that playing the camera would be kind of special. Got Jalen Blake's or one of their guards last year, probably do that. It'd be really juiced, and the Dean Dome. Is it still the Dean Dome? Yeah. I think that's a little bigger, but those are all of them. I think that's what's neat about this league is that the atmosphere. I think every night it's just basketball. I think it's going to be packed in. It'll be pretty exciting.
So what you guys would do? I'm just curious. A lot of teams, West Coast, East Coast, are going to stay today. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Saturday here, might stay in the middle.
We got it figured out, but at least we're chartering. That's fine. I'm thankful for that. So, and actually having the 2 days between the games is somewhat helpful. I'm used to playing Thursday, Saturday. Going back to Ivy, there was just Friday, Saturday. So we don't have a day to recover, prep, and then practice day and game day. But I think the challenge would be just try to stay in the same body clock as most people. Just let them sleep in until noon. So try to get some sleep. And, the games will be like 4 p.m. for us, which I think is fine.
Well, talk about that long for the word.
Oh,
He's taller than me. I'm 6'3".
yeah.
Hi.
No, really, really lucky that we got Maxime to stay for a single year in this climate. It's just kind of a great role model for Stanford. He's a computer science major, wonderful person, even better player. People say great player, even better person, but he's a special talent. I think he'll be one of the best centers in the country. I think he averaged like 15 and 9 last year. I just see him growing in that role as a leader. We'll be as good as he is in a little bit. I think he's not just going to keep improving. He's been great. Done these transitions where league score, there's a little ebb and flow, and they're adjusting to a new boss. And it's embraced it. And I'm just really thankful for him.
So coming from Pac-12, the ACC, and Watkins State, looking at the home.
Yeah.
Is it something maybe someday you can make up?
I don't think so, to be honest. I think there's this association with saying the P4 or whatever, the academic relationships with Duke, Forest, and Boston College. I do think that Stanford wants to be a part of that and stay in the Power 4 conference. Right. But who knows? I heard the Big Ten and SEC are beating this weekend. Who knows what's come out of there? But we'll take advantage of this. And we're looking at it's pretty exciting. We'll be able to play into that.
Let me bring
Sure.
Thanks, Coach.
Good. No problem.
Cool. Let me bring in the Maxime. You want to come on over? Hi, Maxime. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Bad. So you're taller than me. I'm 6'3", and I thought I was just cute at my house. But let's talk about the height of it. You're a senator. You got to be a senator. What's it like to be people smart? How do you get your blocking it out?
Well, I mean, I feel like we get to a level now where people are also my height. I don't think being a 7-footer is not making a difference anymore. Right. I do feel like, for obviously, as you mentioned, rebounding, defending guys one-on-one. I mean, it's tall people sport in general. I also feel like that's what kind of attracted me to basketball as well. So it do be an advantage, but at the same time, you maybe put on some more weight. I feel like some people tend to be a little bit more skinny. So I think it comes along for sure.
So you come in to senior.
Well, obviously, the new coaching staff. They work in a different way, whether it is pre-practice workouts, whether it is the way we run our practices, basically. I think we do way more defense. We emphasize defense way more than we used in the past. I think it's interesting, especially for a young player, having different perspectives, different coaching staff. You try to get the best out of each, Obviously, for me, after 3 years at Stanford, it's kind of settling because I finally had some kind of a routine going on. But I'm really excited. I'm really happy he's here. Obviously, one Pac-12 Coach of the Year last year, so great guy, great coach. I'm just excited.
So talk about coming to the East Coast. What was the difference? Yeah, flying.
Well, we really only did it once, so I think attending to the games. Obviously, travels are longer. That's the main issue. I wonder how the time zone difference is going to play. We didn't really have to wake up early this morning, so it wasn't a big deal. But I feel like throughout the season, once everybody gets started to get tired, that's going to be a big factor. But once again, it's going to be our first time doing it, so I don't really have an answer for you right now. Maybe next year the guys will have it.
Yeah. I know those
Yeah. Well, I feel like we also have a great staff, whether it is like our PT, our strength coach, just telling the guys can really get us going as soon as we get to the hotel, just stretching, massages, that kind of stuff, just to have the 5-6 hour flight, impact your body as little as possible. So I think this is the biggest thing.
So, what arenas?
I think I really want to play in Chapel Hill. My friend Harrison Ingram, that was at Stanford for the first 2 years and transferred to UNC, always talks to me about it. So I think that's the biggest one. And also a close friend of mine from Stanford is from Virginia and was always talking about it. So I guess this is It is not for sure. I mean, for me, coming from France, any place that I'm going to is a new place pretty much. So I'm really just discovering America at the same time, and it's been like a really rich experience. So I'm just enjoying every part of it.
I got to answer the second.
Yeah.
Here in the state, you're not.
Yeah, it was, especially since I practiced with the national team earlier. I kind of was, I guess the equivalent here would be like the USA Sun squad. I kind of did that in France. So seeing the guys I worked out with for the first half of the summer perform this well was really exciting. Obviously, we wanted to have gold. We did not, but I think it's a really good sign. It's been like 2 Olympics in a row with each second. I really feel like maybe in the next Olympics in LA we could finish first. I think we have a great formation. France is just providing so many credit right now. You see with the last couple first picks. I think we're just going to get better and better, and it's really exciting. It puts basketball on the map in France. I feel like soccer is the main sport still, but basketball is growing so fast that we might even become better. So yeah, it's good stuff all across the board. Yeah.
You and you have like kids that plays for the Spurs.
Yeah.
Have you ever met?
Yeah, no, we're great friends. We played together in France. I played with him in the youth national team multiple times. We're good friends. Oh well, he's really good. Obviously. No, he did. But obviously, it's hard. I feel like kind of like any top NBA players that want to run to it, they want to be guarded by them. It's fun because you want to go to the highest level of competition as possible, and he is that person. He's like going to get you better, and even though it's challenging, like you want to get better too. So it's just a great opportunity to play against him every time.
Well, Maxime, thank you so much for joining me.
Pleasure.
Hope to see you from our coach.
Yeah.
Enjoy the first year in the ACC.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully you do well. Yeah. See you.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right, buddy.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, folks, we're here at the ACC kickoff here with Coach Leonard, Florida State. So I'm going to try to consult here. So, and Adam joined us. So, Coach, thanks for joining us today. Let's talk about last year, very tough year. 500. In the 20s. What do you guys have to do this year?
I think the portal allowed us to bring in 9 new guys. And I think what we have been able to do was bring in the type of talent that fits the way we want to play. You know, and I think that normally when we have that, we normally have been successful. I think that, you know, the portal, as much as I disliked it, it was used to accelerate the progress that we wanted to make. So I'm excited about a full depth, full team, because we need quality by depth to be strong in order for us to be successful the way we play. In the past, what we've done, we've utilized, you know, a strong bench, a deep bench. The last couple of years, we have not been able to do that. Fatigue sets in. I never want to play guys 30 minutes, 32 minutes. That's a lot. When you play, we pick up 94 feet, we switch 1 through 5. You know, we deny the wings and do things. We try to play an up-tempo offensive style. Now I think we have the quality depth that will allow us to sustain our effort and be a little bit more like we've been in the past.
Yeah, you talk about minutes and plus you have debriefs, and you got to see which one works in the starting lineup. And as a coach, how do you think to yourself? What do you do for the game? This works with people like next game.
No, we have a system that we manage.
Okay.
And the quality of our depth is important. We've never necessarily worried that much about the starting lineup. That doesn't necessarily, that's not a point of emphasis with us. We've had 3 guys drafted in the first round that never started a minute. They came off the bench in 6 games in the league. So we do things a little different, and we are now back to where we can continue to keep moving.
I got to ask you about, I was looking in your bio, you spent a year or so in Washington, D.C. What does that teach you as a pro?
I think it emphasized more to me that I'm more comfortable in the college game. You know, working with young people, taking teenagers and developing them to young adulthood is what I'm better suited for.
Adam, you have a question for Coach?
Yeah, I sure do. So this is an honor for me, Coach. So I looked at your non-conference schedule, and you guys are coming up here to Western North Carolina, the Western Carolina University Catamounts at the Harris Cherokee Center in Nashville. What will it do like to come up here, you know, to the Smoky Mountains after everything you've seen regarding Hurricane Helene, you know, what happened with all the destruction up here, you know, a few weeks ago?
He was asking about the hurricane. You're down in Tallahassee with the hurricane going through and all the transition you guys have.
Well, to be very honest with you, we didn't get very much of the last hurricane at all.
Wow.
You know, we had very few challenges as a result of the hurricane. We have a lot of trees in Tallahassee,
right.
So we did have some power lines down, but in a day and a half, went back to 90%. And very shortly, we were up back to 100% up and running.
Yeah. It's almost like Orlando, you know, Disney World, and that's going to be up and running as soon as possible. Big attraction. You got to be ready to roll.
The storm that's coming through now is probably about 4 hours south of us. We don't expect a whole lot of challenges or issues from that either. But I've been in Tallahassee for 22 years. You know, we have our share of rain and occasions of wind, but we've never really had a real serious hurricane come through there. We had a tornado, one tornado that came through there last year, and kind of damaged a certain section of Tallahassee, which was not very good. But from a hurricane standpoint, you know, we seem to always be like everyone else. We prepare for the worst. Thank goodness we haven't had that yet.
Let's talk about basketball. The league's got 18 teams. California, Stanford, and SMU. So how difficult is it for you to, to set up for, say you got to go out to California or Stanford for a road game? Do you have like a plan? Like one game for Wednesday and the other one's on Friday. Like, where you can stay in the West Coast?
Well, it's what it is. I mean, I was in Miami in the Big East, the farthest school from all the traditional Big East schools. And we had to deal with the same process. You know, so we made that adjustment, and we'll do the same thing with the teams on the West Coast. I'm actually happy that they're in the league. It widens our footprint. There's a lot of kids that maybe we probably would not been able to attract in California if had we not had they not joined our league. Same thing with SMU. So I'm excited about it. I think they'll be a great addition. And we just have to make whatever adjustment necessary, for a travel standpoint from those two games.
So you spent some time in Kentucky, like as assistant head coach back after your playing days. What did you learn from being in Kentucky during that time, late 70s, early 80s?
Well, I think early 70s, mid 70s. I went to Kentucky in 74, 75. I was there in 86. I was there for 12 years. I learned a lot about what goes into developing a team and a system to play at the highest level. We went to 3 Final Fours, won by 9 or 10 conference championships. My 12 years there. So the intensity, the focus, the attention to detail, on the big stage was something that I think has allowed me to pick up pointers from this. It's been very helpful to me in my career.
I remember you being with Miami. My brother used to be a Miami Hurricane basketball fan. Miami. And I was like, oh, he's pretty good with us down there. I'm like, yeah, you probably learned something to make us look better, But what did you learn in Miami? Because Miami, like so big, and you have to go to travel all the way to the coast and go up to UConn and all that stuff. What did that help you make your transition to Florida State?
Well, it was tremendous challenging, to always have to go and travel that far. You prepare, especially during the season. We played several games during the holidays that allowed us to get some games out of the way to lessen our travel a little bit. But you learn just to make the adjustment. No one cares, that you have to travel. When they throw the ball at me, you're going to say, well, I'm going to play at this level since they have to travel so far. It's competition. But it allowed me to understand how to build programs. I've never had a coaching opportunity that didn't require fixing up. So with that said, Oklahoma State was a program that had been the postseason tournament in 27 years. Miami was without basketball for 13 years. So that was good for me to be able to go in and try to utilize our skills and our system, to improve it. And every program we've been around, I think we've improved.
One more question to ask you. I know you have to get back to stuff. What is your goals this year as a coach?
Well, this year I want us to reach our full potential. I think we have quality depth that we've been bored of the last couple of years. Hopefully we can be bored of injuries that always seem to set you back. But I like this team. I like our potential. It's a little more challenging when you have 10 new players that you got to integrate to your system. So, we're trying to figure that out. You got to be a little more patient, a little more demanding. That takes a different type of approach than having 8 or 9 players returning from last year. We've been a program that is built from within. We don't have the luxury of doing that. Our juniors and seniors have always been freshmen and sophomores in our program. That no longer is the model that we utilize. So it takes a little bit of adjustment on all of us. But we're not the only team that have to make that adjustment. That's the new version of NCAA college basketball.
Exactly. Well, it's a privilege to finally meet you in person. Finally,
Thank you.
Don't be a stranger, and I'll be the guy from Baltimore on the
All right.
Zoom.
Thank you.
All right, man. We'll be right back.